Welcome back to Do Not Rescue. This is the second episode in our unit covering the survival pack. In this episode, we're going to be talking about what I like to call the brain and hip essentials. Now, I'm sure some of you are probably wondering, what the hell does that mean? On most hiking backpacks, there's a little detachable compartment that sits right on top of the pack. This is called the brain. There are also two smaller pockets right on the hip belt. These are designed to hold things that you need immediate access to while hiking. This is why we call them brain and hip essentials. Basically, any item in this category is an item that you might need immediate access to. Alright, let's talk about some of the supplies that can go into this category. First up, we have a first aid kit. This is absolutely non-negotiable. For example, if you are in a wilderness-based situation, for example, if you are stranded somewhere, it may be difficult for rescue personnel to get to you. If you are in a shelter-in-place situation, for example, such as a natural disaster, public health services may be limited. You always need to be prepared to be self-reliant. Next up, let's talk about water purification. There are a lot of different methods of water purification, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to be focusing on two during this series. The first one is regular, unscented household Clorox bleach. It may sound a little barbaric, but it can be used to purify water. I'm going to go into much more detail on how to do this in a future video. The other method of water purification is this lovely piece of technology here called a Life Straw. This is a portable water filter. You can use this essentially to drink from any water that you find. Some people may say that water purification is more necessary for a wilderness-based survival pack. In my opinion, everyone should have it. Next up, fire! Every survival pack should have at least a basic supply of fire starting materials, whether that is a lighter, whether that is matches, or a magnesium fire starter, or anything else. Something that I want to point out, all fire starting materials should be in a waterproof, airtight plastic bag. Next up, we have a Swiss Army knife. This is very important. This has a ton of tools on it. It's incredibly helpful in a variety of different ways. Very important to have a Swiss Army knife. Next up, we have a headlamp, or any kind of flashlight. This is absolutely non-negotiable as well. You need to be able to find your way in the dark. Also, in this category, you should bring extra batteries for it. Just like the fire starting materials, these should be in an airtight waterproof plastic bag. Next up, we have local maps and a compass. Sure, you may have Google Maps or whatever maps on your phone, but that's not going to matter if your phone doesn't work in an emergency. These will never lose signal, these will never run out of battery. Always have a compass and a map. Again, I'm going to go into a lot more detail in how to use these in a future video. The next thing that I want to mention is a whistle. This is important. This can be used as a signal to get the help of rescue personnel. Next thing that I want to mention is a whistle. This can be used as a signal to get the attention of rescue personnel. This can also be used as a warning. It can be used to scare away animals. A lot of different things. This is helpful. Always have a whistle. And the last thing that I want to mention is to have a very large supply of rope, whether that be paracord or whatever. Very, very important to have that. Alright, you guys, get ready. This lesson has an assignment. Down below in the video description, there's a link to it. What I want you to do is to go online, whether to Amazon or eBay or whatever, and to find a bunch of items that fit into this category. The assignment link down below will have a guide and a template for how you can do that. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.